Welcome to the Ulaanbaatar city, where the frost bites harder than my neighbor's dog, and the air quality has audacity to charge rent for every burp. But wait, this isn't just about the cold. It's about how things got so bad. Let's talk about Mongolia, my homeland, where the frost and questionable management have teamed up to create the winter wonderland minus the wonder. So, Mongolia, it's cold, right? I mean, we all know that. Winter here aren't just season, they are an endurance test. But did you know that our capital city, Ulaanbaatar, regularly ranks as one of the most polluted cities in the world? Yep, we are winning in something. Except it's not exactly as an award we are proud of. Let me set the scene for you. Ulaanbaatar, home to 1.5 million people, is nestled in a valley. That sounds picturesque, right? Well, it would be that if that valley didn't act like a giant ball trapping every bit of smoke during the winter. Combine that with temperatures that can drop below the minus 30, and you got yourself a frozen dystopia. Ever wonder what's it like to breathe frost and pollution at the same time? It's like inhaling tiny knives wrapped in charcoal. Highly recommended for no one. And it's not just the air, even our rivers freeze solid. You could probably ice skate to work if you were too busy trying to tap your face from the commute. So why is it so bad? Two words: mismanagement and the gear districts. Ulaanbaatar's rapid urbanization led to thousands of families moving into the informal settlements called gear districts. These areas rely on coal for heating, because hey, when it's minus 30 outside, you're not exactly worried about the environment, you just want to survive. And the government's grand solution for this? Drum roll, wait for it. Oh, they're still thinking. Don't worry, they will get back to this in a couple of decades later. Let's not forget the infrastructure, or the lack of thereof. The city was designed for population half of its current size. Imagine trying to squeeze into a Paris chance from high school, and it's not working, and you're definitely not breathing it. For the residents, winter isn't just about surviving from the cold, it's also about surviving at the toxic air. The air quality gets so bad that stepping outside feels like playing a Russian roulette with your lungs. Kids growing up coughing, and you don't even need a doctor to diagnose anymore. And another cough must be air pollution. Honestly, I feel we're all in some sort of unspoken coughing competition. Who needs karaoke when you can hack up lung for free? Once I tried jogging in winter. Big mistake. I lasted for 5 minutes before my lungs begged for mercy. Now I'll just call it survival cardio. Let's talk about money, or lack of it. The city's lack of planning means we are throwing cash at short-term fixes instead of long-term solution. Need heating? Burn the coal. Need cleaner air? Well, we will just cross our fingers and hope the wind takes care of it. It's like putting a band-aid on a broken leg. Sure, it looks you're doing something, but come on. And here is the kicker. The government does not invest in solution, but they're often, let's say, ambitious, like building a massive gear district relocation project that will never fully materialize. It's like starting a puzzle and losing half of the pieces. And here's the kicker, too, one of them. Ulaanbaatar isn't alone. Cities around the world face similar challenges. Delhi, Beijing, even London during its infamous smoke days. But what sets apart is how avoidable that could have been with better planning. Imagine if we invested in renewable energy or better urban design. Instead, we're over here, like coal is love and coal is everything in life. Cities like Reykjavik in Iceland show us that cold climates can thrive with its geothermal energy. Meanwhile, we're out here turning up the heat, literally on our coal stoves. Growing up in Mongolia, winters were both magical and miserable. Sure, the snow looks pretty, but when you're a kid running to a school in minus 30 weather, you start questioning your life. And let's not forget the joy of the traditional Mongolian milk tea. Yes, traditional Mongolian milk tea. You should try when you are around arrived here. Seriously, if you never had half your breakfast, have you ever even lived? And then there's the power outage. On the winter, we spend a few hours without electricity. My family started playing board games by the candlelight. It was fun until we remembered that Monopoly takes forever to finish. But all is not lost. There are people working to fix this. Renewable energy projects, work on redesign plans, and even discussion about moving a capital to the less polluted area are on the table. Now I know that you're thinking, move the capital? Hey, at this point, I'll settle for a giant air purifier strapped to the side of the mountain. Plus, Mongolians are nothing if not resilient. If we can survive -30 in winters, we can definitely figure this out. Just a matter of willpower and maybe a few billion or trillion to grid. So what's the takeaway? Ulaanbaatar or any city really doesn't have to be an iced over hellscape. With better planning, investment, and little bit of common sense, you could turn things around. But until then, if you're visiting Mongolia in the winter, pack a mountain jacket and maybe some gas masks. This has been your guide to the Ulaanbaatar city in winter. Like and share and subscribe. If you enjoyed freezing alongside me, let me know in the comments. What's the coldest or worst air quality you ever experienced? Let's commiserate together.